Hi, I'm John Decker, PGA instructor and author of the book, Golf is My Life, Glorifying God Through the Game. Today I want to work with you on your full swing, and I want to talk about the right side power. And what I mean by this is when I hit a golf ball, I want to use my right side because I'm right-handed to hit the ball. And if it's very much like throwing a ball. If I were going to throw a ball toward the camera, I would want to aim with my body. I'm aiming with my shoulder, and then I'm going to throw with my arm. I don't throw with my arm. I turn my body. A pitcher will turn his body. He'll open up his body, but he's aiming. Anytime, whether you're throwing a football or a baseball, you're always aiming with this shoulder right here. If you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, you would aim with the left shoulder. Now, I've got a visual here. If you look at these balls that I've got lined up, this is the ball I'm going to actually hit. And then I've got the balls out here in front, and they're lining up right over that flag out there on the left. So that's where I'm going over that flag, my intended target. I've also got several balls back here that are kind of in an arc. And what I'm doing by this is when I go back, I'm actually visualizing my right side turning on those three balls right there. And then when I come through, I'm visualizing my right side turning and going right down that line. So whenever I hit a shot, I always visualize my arm going toward the target, but I do it from here. So I use this to aim. So let me hit a shot here and we'll talk a little bit more about it. I hit that ball really straight. I'd be happy with that. We're pretty much right over my flag. And the other thing that I like about this shot, if you notice my divot is going kind of with those balls right there, and that's important. Now, those balls may not all be perfectly lined up, but I'm using this I don't actually do this when I practice. I did this more for the visual of this video, because it's important to understand that when I play, in my mind, I do see my target, and in my mind, I visualize this shoulder turning to the target, because I know if this shoulder is turning to the target and I'm getting my right side through and I'm turning my whole right side through, then I know my arm's going to go where it should go, and I know the club face is going to go where it should go. So if you're hitting your shot and you see your divot going way left or you see your divot going way right, then that's an indication that you're either using your left side too much, which would make you come across the ball, or you're not transferring your weight and you're hanging back here and you're swinging out to the right of the target. So you could actually, if you wanted to put a few balls out there in front of you when you're practicing to give you the visual, or pick an intermediate target. So essentially what I've done is I have a bunch of intermediate targets. But when I have those intermediate targets, I try to turn that right side through it. If you do this, you're not only going to see more power, but you're going to see your ball fly at your target a lot more consistently.